Welcome to That's Base. Happy Wednesday. I'm your host, as always, Caleb Salvatore, reporting from somewhere underground. We're laughing our way through the end of days. Brought to you by Outlaw Streamers Live 365 on Chris Baker Radio and our friends over at Hot Salt. Firecracker.farm with the promo code BASED, BASED. You're going to save 10% off your order at the checkout on Hot Salt. Hot Salt is the last seasoning you'll ever need. It's a combination of Mediterranean sea salt, scorpion pepper, ghost pepper, and Carolina Reaper. It goes great on everything. Firecracker.farm, not .com, .org, or .net. FARM. With the promo code BASED, you're going to save 10% off your order at the checkout on Hot Salt. Made on a family farm with love right here in the good old US of A. Firecracker.farm. With the promo code BASED, BASED, you're going to save 10% off your order at the checkout. It's our last show of 2025. We'll have another one in next year. Isn't that corny? I'm not swirling wine around like a snob. I've got creatine in water. I forgot to get it in today, so I'm like trying to mix it. Because this stuff is not very water soluble. If you have a creatine that's more water soluble and you'd like to promote it on the show, let me know. I'd love to get it because it is a pain in the ass making sure I get all of this stuff. Stockholm Mia, the red face of white supremacy, is here with us as always. How's it going? Happy to be back?
Very happy.
Oh, yeah. I can tell by the tone of your voice.
Yes.
Loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. It is time for Unsolicited Advice, which is the show where she has scoured the internet, searched for some folks who need some help from other folks on the internet, but they don't want it from us. Thus the name Unsolicited in the title of the segment. But before we get into that, I got to take my victory lap. I have won, as of this recording, my fantasy football league for the second year in a row. Do we have like an applause sound effect or no? Damn it.
No, we don't.
Damn.
I tried to use I keep meaning to ask you about that. We need to get one.
Oh, man. Well, I've won my fantasy football league now for the second year in a row. The last 3 years I've made the championship. I finished second 2 years ago, but I have once again won it. At this point, Mia, I don't think you can call it anything short of a dynasty at this point, what I'm doing in there. It's
the last great American
the last
dynasty.
great fantasy football crooks and books dynasty. And I'm on their show coming up. I think it's going to air this Friday. So I'll be taking my victory lap to all of their faces if you want to tune on to that one as well. But no, I think you got to call it a dynasty. I mean, listen, folks. Whether it's Brady, whether it's Jordan, whether it's Gretzky, or me in fantasy football, dynasties only come around once, maybe twice in a lifetime, and you really just got to soak it in. So enjoy me while I'm here, because one day when I'm gone, you're going to be looking back thinking, man, yeah, it was frustrating to watch Caleb dominate fantasy football every year, but boy, we'll never see another legend like that again, will we? You want to know what my secret is? You really want to know what my secret is? I'm not going to tell you guys what the buy-in is for this league because you're going to think I'm a degenerate gambler if I tell you. But my secret to winning, here's my secret. The last 2 years I've won the championship, I have been at least 8 beers deep at La Festa Italiana when I did the draft. The year I got second place, I went to my buddy's bachelor party and got lit and did the draft. I mean, I'm talking literally, there were several picks in the middle rounds where I just forgot to draft somebody and I let the computer do it for me. That's the key, is you get these people that overanalyze everything and they overthink it. And they're the ones that finish like 7-7 on the year. But me, I hop in there, not giving a damn when I go to do my draft, and I dog walk them. I lost the first game of the year and then won the next 16. I have lost 3 games, ladies and gentlemen, in fantasy football in the last 2 years. Dynasty. There's no other word than dynasty. Do you think I can three-peat next year? Mia, do you think I can three-peat next year? You don't want to jinx it?
I don't want to say yes or no.
Why? You have no faith in me?
Not that I don't have faith in you. I just don't want to jinx
There's
it.
a lot. Yeah, you don't want to talk. Yeah, it's Oh, I took my victory lap. Believe me, because I was 30% chance of winning going into Monday Night Football, and I pulled it off. Anyway, that's enough of that. I wanted to come on here and gloat a little bit. I've got a trophy somewhere. It's in my garage. I don't know where it is because I won it last year, so I didn't have to go track it down this year to send it to somebody else. But when I find it, and I will, I'll hang it up right behind me over here in the Somewhere Underground studio. Okay, what's going on with these people that need some help on unsolicited advice? Do you have any teasers for these kind folks?
Yeah, we've got a Christmas story. We've got a picky eater.
Good.
Yes.
Is that fake disorder that they always talk about?
No.
GER. What is it called?
ARFID.
ARFID, yeah.
ARFID.
Yeah, it's fake. That wasn't a thing when we were kids.
No.
It's just called being a picky eater. My parents just used to starve me if I didn't want to eat, and it solved it.
And then we've got a naked sleeper.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's a
Perfect.
it's a pretty good lineup.
Is it an old
today.
man?
No.
Damn it. All right, first one here. Am I the asshole for starting a fake daycare and ripping the state of Minnesota off for $1.5 million last year? Oh, no, that'll be on our Saturday show. See, a little teaser there. Am I the asshole for sleeping naked in my own room? It says throwaway account because I don't want my roommate to see this. Since I was a teenager, I've always slept naked. I always get too hot at night, and it's just generally way more comfortable for me to sleep that way. Whenever I leave my room, I'm always dressed, or at the very least have shorts on or something. If I'm going to/from the shower. My roommate knows this, and up to this point has had no problem with it, and we always knock on each other's doors anyway to be polite. The issue started when he brought over his girlfriend to stay a couple. I feel like I've seen this one before. I usually skip this part, but I feel like I've seen this video before. When he brought his girlfriend over to stay a couple of nights. We all get along pretty well and have all hung out a couple of times before, but this was the first time she had come over and spent the night. We had all gone out drinking. I have seen this one before. We had all gone out drinking and got home pretty late, so once we all walked in, we just went straight to sleep. I, of course, went to bed with my usual routine of getting naked and hopping in bed. Well, sometime during the night, my roommate's girlfriend needed to use the bathroom, and she didn't know which room it was. My room and the bathroom are right next to each other, and she opened my door by mistake. I thought this was going to be like the other side of that DoorDash story. I have a vague memory of her opening my door, but I was half asleep when she closed it and went right back to sleep. The next morning, I woke up and my roommate and his girlfriend were upset with me because when she walked in, she saw everything and she was mad I would sleep naked when a guest was over in the first place. Hold on. Why did was the guy just spread eagle on the bed? Does he not have blankets, or how does this work? Says they both said I need to start wearing clothes to sleep since my roommate's girlfriend is going to probably be sleeping over more often and it makes her uncomfortable. My argument was I'm in my own private space away from them, and that while I understand it was a mistake, it's still her fault that she walked in on me sleeping. So it says it's been a few days. My roommate still won't let it go. I still sleep naked, and once now on purpose he's walked in on me sleeping just to see if I was naked. I would stand up and attack him naked if that was me. I mean, look, she walked in one time. It was an accident. Now she knows that's your room. Now she has no excuse to ever go in there again. So why does it matter? Why do they care? This is a control thing. This is one of those things where you've got, like I said, you got to be willing to die on certain hills. And if you give people an inch, they're going to take a mile. What you do in that room, as long as you're not breaking the law or your lease agreement, is none of their business, to be quite frank. So no, you're not the asshole. You do sleep however you want to sleep, man. Whatever gets you your 6 to 8 hours a night is none of my business. I don't care. They shouldn't either. Oh, it feels so uncomfortable. You know what I would hit him back with? Like, okay, great. You guys fuck in your room. That makes me uncomfortable. You have to stop doing that. You see how fun that is? See how unfair that is? Okay, we both agree this is a stupid thing to argue about. what goes on when the door is shut. So shut up and don't worry. Are we going to put cameras in my bedroom? I wonder, does this guy have a lock on his door?
No, I think it goes later on in there,
Oh,
or
okay.
maybe in the comments about how he tried to, but he can't, or something.
I mean, look, it's not that hard to install a doorknob. You can even like go on YouTube and do a tutorial. That may be the best. Like, I guess I don't even know how much they cost. I've never, but like $30 that you'll spend if it keeps these people off your back. You guys should be locking your doors at night anyway. I get on Mia about that all the time. I do my, the man, as the man of the house, I have to go and scan all the doors and make sure they're locked before bed. And regularly, that door is unlocked. Now, if we didn't have psychopaths who live within a half hour of us threatening to kill us on the internet every day, I probably wouldn't be as concerned. But one would think she might she might give it a little bit more attention to detail there. Just saying. All right. Next one here. What do you think about the naked sleeper? Is he in the wrong here?
No, and I think he needs to do something because his roommate walking in on him naked
that's the
is
invasion of privacy.
very
I'm
weird.
testing you. Shut up, dude. This is not. I'm going to test my fist in your mouth if you come in here again. And then we got a real problem.
Seems like they kind of want to like do stuff with him. Because they keep like creeping on him.
Maybe they're prepositioning toward it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a tag team. There you go. Okay. Am I the jerk for refusing to redo my entire dinner party because my friend's new boyfriend doesn't eat non-bland food? What? Is this the captain from Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Says, I hosted a small dinner party. I told everyone ahead of time I'd be cooking spicy Korean-style ribs, roasted veggies, and kimchi fried rice. Sounds bomb, I'm not going to lie. Says, everyone was excited except my friend's new boyfriend, Evan, who apparently doesn't eat anything strongly seasoned. What? Like, I've heard, like, okay, I get there's people that don't eat meat, they don't eat gluten, they don't eat dairy. Okay, fine. Seasoning is the hill we're dying on? He didn't tell me this beforehand. When he arrived, he asked, what else are you making? I said, that was the meal. He said, yeah, but what's the normal option? What do you mean? I'm not a short order cook, dick. I offered extra rice and plain veggies. He rolled his eyes and said, I should respect guests with sensitive palates and cook something neutral like boiled chicken or plain pasta. Eat shit then. Why do I care? The dog's out. The dog went out back this morning. Go out there and eat that. Get out of my face. You're in my house. You're going to insult me and make demands? Get out of here. I laughed because I thought he was joking. He wasn't. My friend pulled me aside, said I should just whip something up to make him feel welcome. How about you do it? I said, no, this is not a restaurant. Yeah, Evan sulked and barely ate anything. Now my friend says I embarrassed him. Am I the jerk? No, Evan embarrassed himself. That's the important thing to remember here. You didn't embarrass anybody. This is ridiculous. I mean, look, if you've got, like, we have relatives that are lactose intolerant, and they will either tell people when they're going over, hey, I'm lactose intolerant. I can't, can you make something without dairy? Or they'll just suck it up and they just won't eat it. And they'll understand that the whole world doesn't have to bend the knee to their very rare disability.
They also bring their own stuff too.
Yeah, they bring their own stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, my sister-in-law's, or no, she's not. Never mind. We thought she was. It was something else. Your brother-in-law is.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
he doesn't give a shit though. He brings his little
he takes those pills that fix
yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's lactose intolerance, another fake disorder. It is. But no, I'm saying, look, if you've got, maybe this guy's got some stomach issue where he can't handle any spices. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I think he's just a prick. But maybe that's what the case is here. If you've got, this is for all of you listening to this. If you're going to a dinner party and you've got some weird dietary restriction, text the host, yo, or the person that knows the host, and have them vouch on your behalf. Yo, can you let them know that I can't have whatever? No big deal. You know, if I got to stop and grab McDonald's on the way in or out or whatever, that's cool too. He doesn't got to cook for me, but can you just let him know that I can't have that so I can make adjustments accordingly? And that'll avoid all of this. What you don't get to do is walk in and act like a self-righteous prick. No, sorry, dude. When people host dinner parties, they don't cook boiled chicken and plain pasta. A dinner party is really just an excuse for women to show off their cooking skills and how nice their house is and flex in front of their friends. Am I wrong? That's what a dinner party is. For a man, it's a cheap way to get drunk with your boys. For a woman, it's a way to flex in front of all the other wives and girlfriends how much nicer your house is and cleaner your house is than theirs and how much better of a cook you are. That's what it's all about. That's really what a dinner party is. Don't sit there and shake your head. You know it's true. For the love of God. Okay. Last one. Hold on. No, we're not doing this one. No, we're not. Sorry. Find another one or I'm calling Joe.
I have another one I can send you.
No, we're not doing this one.
Okay.
No. Sorry. No.
Too personal.
Yeah, no. When you, no. Sorry. No, we're not doing it. Sorry. Mid-show break. I don't pre-screen any of these stories she sends me. And she told me one of them was going to hit on a personal level. And I didn't realize it was going to be so specific. So no, we are not doing that one. We'll go to the next one.
Okay, 1 second.
Anyway, the next segment is brought to you by Tactilian. It's not too late to get a late Christmas gift for the Patriot in your life. If you go to Tactilian.com, Tactilian.com, with the promo code BASE, you'll save 15% off your order at the checkout, and a portion of the proceeds is going to go to help build homes for wounded veterans. What more could you ask for? Tactilian.com, Tactilian.com, has all your needs right there. They've got home and office decor. They've got decals for your vehicle, accessories for your dog, and clothing for you. Tactilian.com, Tactilian.com. With the promo code BASE, you're going to save 15% off your order at the checkout on the gifts for the Patriot in your life. We have also got coming up on March 14th. It's a Saturday at Beach House Bar and Grill, 10 p.m. start time. It's going to run a little late. It'll be okay. It won't be you're not going to be out too late. It's not going to kill you guys to get out and socialize either. It's going to be $10 cash at the door. We've got the Salty 16 Roast Tournament. We only do it once a year. Now's your chance to come see it. Salty 16 Roast Tournament. Got 16 of the area's top comedians duking it out in a single elimination roast battle tournament. All of it's going to take place on one night. You don't want to miss it. It's Saturday, March 14th. You can get your tickets on the Comedy and Chaos Facebook page in advance already. We've got the e-tix link up. Comedy and Chaos on Facebook, March 14th. It's a Saturday, 10 p.m., Beach House Bar and Grill, just north of 103rd and 4th Street in Omaha, Nebraska. You don't want to miss it. Okay. Am I the asshole for considering breaking, now that we've got that little segue done with there? Got that little detour out of the way. Speed bump. Am I the asshole for considering breaking up with my fiance because he ran away when we were being attacked? They're both 24. They've been dating for 6 years. He proposed to me a few years ago, which was the happiest moment of my life. We set our wedding date for this December. Horrible time to get married. It's cold out. Gross. However, after what happened last night, I'm seriously considering breaking up with him, and I'm unsure if I'm the asshole. My fiance, my brother, and I were all walking back to our car from dinner at a nice restaurant. It was parked pretty far away as the place was packed, so we had to walk some distance. It was late at night, and as we were walking, a person on a bike came to the side of us and stopped us and demanded we give him everything we had. My fiance panicked and just ran away. My brother, after talking to the man for a couple of minutes, just attacked him. Long story short, he beat him up. The man had no weapon. It was just a fake. Oh, your brother's an idiot. So this was a fake gun. You don't attack, unless it's clearly a fake gun, you don't attack somebody with your bare hands that's pointing a gun at you. You also don't run away like a little bitch, but there are battles you have to pick. If somebody sticks a gun that's not an obvious fake in your face and says, give me your wallet, you go, okay, do you want my keys too? That's all. You can't listen, guys. You're not Steven Seagal in the movies. You're not Chuck Norris. You're not going to knock the gun out of the guy's hand, live to fight another day. Now, I have no problem if the moment that guy turns away, you jump on his back and pound his head into the pavement, or depending on your state's laws, contact an attorney first. You pull out your gun and put 6 rounds in his back, then steal his wallet. Totally fine with doing all of that, but you gotta pick your battles. Now, you shouldn't run away. That's pussy shit right there. Absolutely not. Called my fiance after that and told him everything was fine, that we'd pick him up. He still seemed a bit shaken, and I explained to him everything was all right. He thanked my brother a lot. However, I just felt extremely weird, sort of disappointed that he just ran away. I understand it was his natural instinct, but that's the problem, is his natural instinct is to run away. But just seeing my brother take the attacker down, and in comparison to my fiance just running away, I just feel like I lost a lot of love for him after last night. Spoke with my brother this morning to get his opinion. He said I should still give him a chance, and that he loves me, and what happened last night is not a normal occurrence. However, I told him I got a massive ick, and I don't think this ick will ever go. No, I understand. Look, when you're a woman and you're looking for a man, you want someone who's going to be able to protect you, not someone who's going to turn tail and run at the first sign of danger. Specifically, not someone who's going to turn tail and run and leave you there. Not even try to make sure you're out of the situation. I mean, yeah, if you're at the mall and some guy walks out with an AK and just starts blowing people away, and you don't have a gun, and yeah, you guys should run away or hide or whatever, but you don't leave her. You make sure she's okay first. Like we just got back from Vegas. We were at Fremont Street. I'm sitting at a casino, or at the table, playing blackjack. I was the only one at this table. I hit 9 hands in a row, by the way. And I just had to do a little flex there, a little humble brag. Had 9 hands in a row, and I was getting ready to walk away anyway. But I turn around, and a guy walks in a mask. Not like a COVID mask. It's like one of those winter masks that go over your head and then over your mouth. Like you just have a little eyes and a nose coming out. And I look back at him, and the guy's just standing there. And it's like, it's a little chilly for Vegas, but it's not that cold out. And he's just standing there, and he's kind of sizing me up. And I go, I don't like this. I hit 9 hands of blackjack in a row, so I got a little bit of money on me. I'm going to get out of here. And I get up, and the guy kind of scatters off into the casino. So my first reaction is not, okay, I don't know what this guy's getting. My first instinct is I've got to find Mia. She's over losing my winnings on the slot machine somewhere. I've got to find her, because
on the piggy slot machine.
Yeah, if this guy comes at somebody, or if this guy starts shooting or does, who knows what this nutcase is going to do here. I want to make sure I'm in Vegas, right? I don't bring my guns to Vegas with me. I want to make sure I'm in a position where I can either get her away from danger or protect her however I can, find some type of weapon, but I don't want her to be on her own. That should be your first instinct as a man at the first sight of danger, is how do I protect somebody, right? That's, another, I won't use that one because there's a police report on it, so we won't talk about that. But no, so like that's just an example from real life, I guess. Update. Should I read the update?
Nah, it just says she left him.
She left him. She said he's a pussy. That's why she left him.
Basically, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, there's just some things you can't unsee. That's all there is to it. And nobody, it's like I said, had he just stood there and put his hands up and went, whoa, dude, and handed him the wallet, I don't think she would have faulted him. Do you? No.
Because, he's not, like, leaving her.
Yeah.
Running away.
It's the act of leaving her that is the problem, right? No one's going to fault you for giving a guy who's sticking a gun in your face your wallet. That's you'd be an idiot. And like I said, unless you could tell it was obviously fake. No one's going to fault you for that. It's the act of abandoning her that's the real problem.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect you to go and fight him.
Yeah.
Unless, like you said, you could tell it was like obviously fake. But no, I wouldn't expect you to go and fight him.
Here's the thing, though.
But I would expect you to stay and not run away.
If a guy here's my thing: is I'm so territorial. If a guy came up to us and pointed a gun at us and made you give him your purse and made me give him my wallet, we'd give it to him. But the second that guy turns his back, I'm throwing rabbit punches at the back of his head. Like I'm gonna hurt this guy because I don't give my no. You don't have a right to my shit. I will kill you to defend my property. Literally, It's a matter of principle to me. You don't have a right to my stuff. I know I won't kill you. I'll severely injure you. I will slam your head into the pavement. You will be not a vegetable, but you will walk around like, what's that movie, Sling Blade, for the rest of your life with a speech impediment and a limp, and your brain won't quite work the way it did, and you'll think every day that you're, able to think, man, I really shouldn't have stuck a gun in that guy's face. That was stupid. They're like, I'll hurt you, man. That's I'm going to make you, I'll take dirty shots of you. I'm going to make you regret what you did. And you're going to deserve every second of it because thieves are subhuman filth. That's my opinion. But yes, she is right to leave him. So like I said, there's some things you can't unsee. And as men, we are supposed to be protectors. That should be your first instinct. You should never, ever flee and leave your wife, girlfriend, fiance, mother, sister, daughter, grandmother, doesn't matter. Female friend, I don't care. You should never leave them to deal with a dangerous situation while you run away. If that is your instinct, that is a whole other set of problems. And you got to go to some exposure therapy or something like that to grow a set. That's all I got. That's been our show. Do you have anything you'd like to add?
No.
That's been our show.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. We will see you guys next year in 2026 on Saturday. Cheat on your taxes, not your spouse, and stay based.